What's going on YouTube? Kamikazevondoom here with another Division 2 video. Now I'm going to go ahead and hit the timeout here. This is going to be one of two named showcase videos that I'm going to do daily until we go through each and every one. So remember, there are 38 named items, being weapons and gear, that are now in the Division 2 as of TU6. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to break down one weapon and one gear item every day until we go through all 38. So I hope that clears up everything. This is going to be my first named weapon review or named weapon showcase, and then in about an hour or so I'll upload a named gear item showcase. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into this. I am Kamikazevondoom. If you find these videos helpful in any way, shape, or form, go ahead and mash that like. If you are new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe and mash that notification bell. But besides that, if you have any questions at all, anything you want to add, hit me up in the comment section below. I am happy to open up that discussion with you. But that being said, let's go ahead and jump into this. This is going to be my named weapon showcase. Today's showcase: the Invisible Hand. So starting off right here, this is the TU6 version of the Invisible Hand. The reason why I have to say that is because before TU6, you could acquire this weapon from Cassie Mendoza, the Gunrunner. But now with TU6, you can get these anywhere in the game. Just hope that RNG hands one out. So this is an assault rifle. It looks a lot like the AUG, basically, because it is. And each little named weapon has a little blurb at the top. So this one says, "Do I look like a charity to you? Market forces at work. You want what I've got, so let's make a deal." And that's from Cassie Mendoza, the Gunrunner. So before I really get into this, let's go ahead and compare the two and let me discuss. So the one on the left is before TU6, the one that I bought from Cassie Mendoza. The one on the right I got from Open World Drop. I believe it was from a level 4 control point and luck of the draw. So right off the bat, you can see that the base damage is lower, the RPM's is lower, and I bet the mag size is bigger just because of a mod. So let's not really go into that too much. But everything else seems the same. The gear score, 498 to 500. Okay, that might explain the base damage. But when we go to the talents, the one on the left is Ranger, Allegro, and Rooted. The one on the right is Breadbasket, Perfect, Allegro, and Protected Reload. So what is happening now, this was not retroactive, so if you bought any of Cassie Mendoza's weapons prior to TU6, you do not have these high-end talents. However, after TU6, you can now get these anywhere in the game, and when you do, you know that a named weapon will have a high-end talent. So for the Invisible Hand, you now get Perfect Allegro. Now, Perfect Allegro is the second of the three talents. Before, you can see on the left, it was 10% rate of fire, but now with the Perfect high-end version, it is now 15% rate of fire. So the difference right there is 34 RPM. So it went from 748 to 782. Not only that, but with the gear score change, it got a bump in damage, it got a bump in RPMs, and deciding on what mod you use, it also has a bump in mag size. So these are all great things. But remember, and I'm trying to stress this as much as possible, that before TU6, if you had all the named weapons like I did, not one of them retroacted. So you have to get the new TU6 version to get these high-end talents. But with that being said and done, I want to show you guys the recoil pattern and compare it, to other ARs, and we'll go from there. So let's go ahead and run over to the firing range. Alright, so at the firing range, let's just go ahead and go over the build real quick. This is technician specialization. Nothing crazy. I am using my perfectly unbreakable build that I've already made a video on. And let's compare the invisible hand. So compared to the Eagle Bearer, it has a 1k base damage drop. However, it does have 32 RPMs on the Eagle Bearer. So if you don't have the Eagle Bearer, the invisible hand's really not too shabby. If you have the perfect Allegro on there, you're hitting just under 800 rounds per minute, and you have that bread basket, so every body shot ups your headshot damage, and then you take them out. So not bad at all. Looking at the recoil pattern, nothing special. We will go ahead and just shoot without correcting. Up and to the right, up and to the right, all the way through the mag. Try it again. Up and to the right. Okay. And then with me just correcting a little bit, pretty straight. Doesn't really go anywhere, not bad. And if you have a steady thumb or keyboard and mouse, go for it. But this is a pretty solid weapon. I remember when this weapon first came out, right there at the World Tier 5 release, Untitled Basin, this was a solid weapon. And now with the perfect Allegro and the TU6 version, it's even better. I might want to say this is one of the better named weapons you can get right now, especially if you can get that bread basket upping your headshot damage and that protected reload. Now you get armor while reloading. I mean, these are all really good things. One last thing before I go, let's go see the recalibration. So going to my weapon right here, 500, I can recalibrate it. So you can go breadbasket to whatever you want. Ranger, Optimus, Eyeless, Strained, anything you want. So yeah, it did drop breadbasket for me with that protected reload. But like everyone else, Ranger might be better than protected reload. So that might be a thing for you guys to think about. But besides that, I mean, it's a really solid weapon. So there it is. That is my first named weapon showcase, the Invisible Hand. I got this in the open world just as a drop during a level 4 control point. But with that being said, Kamikazevondoom, if you liked it, mash that like, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.